Screen printing, straight screen printing, I have about 3 years. Full creation and with my brand in total, I have 5. A funny story about that is when I first started, it's funny that everyone starts with vinyl, and I think that's a real thing. I started with vinyl, and then from there went over to DTF prints, but that was before I even knew what they were. I just went online to Supercolor, got them, and then from there it kind of just started evolving and getting to the point that it's at now. But long story short, 3 years screen printing, about 5 years totally inside it. Just wanted to come up here and give you again a little bit more of me, but more of a deeper dive. So today I have someone asking me questions and makes it a little bit, how do I say, more authentic. I'm not gonna know what the questions are, so you guys can get the real answer in real time. Let me give you guys a little walk around. This is my boy's shop. If you guys ever come to Vegas and have a chance to check out Pretty Done stuff, I would say come to the studio. But screen print, I'm actually gonna do some of these today. We're gonna see how it comes out. His canvases. What's up? You moving from the camera? You don't want to say hi to the camera? Hydrate. You know what I'm saying? Good water. High quality H2O. Middle school, I used to skateboard a lot. I was into a lot of graffiti, as you can tell with a lot of my designs and pretty much the direction I take. But people that know me in middle school know that I used to customize my shoes. I just customize my skateboards, my shirts with spray paint. So at that point, I just wanted to make stuff. From there, I went to high school, and me and one of my buddies, shout out to Dominic, we had an automotive class, and inside that automotive class, we did a little joke with another one of my friends. Shout out to Omar. Oh, Omar, damn, Oliver, damn, that's fucked up. Hey, my bad, Oliver. But so my boy Oliver, we had made a joke because during that time, Napoleon Dynamite had came out, and it was vote for Pedro, vote for Pedro. So what we did is we did a campaign for him so he can be the president of our school, but he didn't even do anything. Like no one knew who he was. Shouldn't even be at the place that he's at. So I thought that was funny, but we never quite. Oh, what's up, man? Yeah, all good, all good. Hey, so back to it. So now when I'm in high school, we wanted to make shirts, but we just didn't know how to start, didn't know where to start, and the dream kind of died from there. Now, moving over when I got out of high school, I love anime, so that's where it started. I started making shirts just for myself because before you would go to Hot Topic and the only shirts you would buy are the only ones that are there. So yeah, it's been a long process. This is probably the third, fourth time I revisited in my life, and it feels good. It feels like every time I stray away from it, I always come back, and now it's here to stay. I've been doing it consistently, like I said, for 5 years now, and I don't see it changing anytime soon. When I first started doing this, it's clothes, but I want to make something more. I want to make collectibles. I want to make something that when someone sees it, it's the wow factor. I have a couple different models that I'm making, but this is the one that's furthest along. A lot of people have seen it in my Instagram and stuff like that. It's an original design by one of my friends, Hyper Art. I'm gonna tag him down in the bottom. But from there, it went from the drawing, went over to the, yep, have a good one. So it went from there to now it went into making the model. So now we have the model. It's not perfect, but it's definitely going in the right direction. We have that. Another couple things that I want to do is I want to start doing workshops. Something that I want to do next month actually is I'm teaming up with my boy Pretty Done, and we're gonna do a workshop to teach kids how to screen print. So we're gonna have mini screens, mini everything. So you can come in, bring your kid, and both of you guys can learn how to make a shirt, print a shirt, and take some shirts home with you. I've always wanted to do something like that just because you can put the boy right here. I've always wanted to do something like that because I want to give back. Like I said before, I wanted to do this in middle school. I wanted to do this in high school, and I just didn't have the direction. Of course, I could have went on YouTube, but it wasn't as good as it is now. But I want to be that barrier. I want to be that person to blend the two worlds together. This is my first event that it's all ages as well. So it's more of like an evolution for people that's gone to my first events, to my first show. It's always been uphill. Started outside, in the cold, in the hot. Now blessed to be indoors with AC. But again, not everything starts from something. And I want to be that person to guide everybody to that point if they don't have any guidance. So As long as one person goes into my DM and tells me that I helped them get to the next point, I inspired him, I'm more than happy with that. And do I have anything else? I mean, this physical art piece behind me, this is done by my boy Liquid. Again, I just want to get different things. I want to wow people. That's it. When people see my brand, I want them not to just think about clothes, not just think about marketing, but think about just it in general. Another thing, I had an idea to make this a piggy bank. So boom, of course make it bigger. So my printer can print it up to about a foot, right? And then put a slit right here, and then the fork right here at the bottom. Make it into a fucking to Oh my god. Yeah, man. If you want to cork it at home, bro, you can cork it at home. I don't care what you do once you buy it. And come out here, check out the vibes for the next time. You guys know where we're at. So right here, right on Commerce, we got parking right in the back. A little bit more packed. You guys can interview these people that come in and see a little bit more why they're here.
Hugo.
All right, how you doing, Hugo?
I'm doing good. Yourself?
I'm doing good, man. So how long you been coming here to the shop?
To the shop. Well, I've been knowing to this shop. It's my first time, but I've been knowing Stay Tuned Rob for about like 5-6 years now, and following his movement he got going on.
What's your favorite product you got from there?
So I have a few pieces from like his beginning merchandise. I think my favorite piece would have to be the Stay Tuned jacket. It's gonna be like a Dickies jacket. Favorite pieces. I'd recommend the spot.
Highly recommend, correct?
Oh, like a fucking 10 out of 10, bro. It's fucking sick in here.
All right, now what do you like to see Rob do next?
Honestly, I like his 3D printed robots he's got going on. Maybe like more production in those.
You need to have undeniable confidence. You need to believe in yourself so much that any doubt that anybody gives you doesn't matter. Because if you don't believe in yourself, there's no reason you should be doing the stuff anyways. A lot of people, I'm not gonna lie, even to this day, a lot of people don't like all my designs, but that's why you make multiple designs. Not everybody's gonna like your stuff. You just gotta keep it pushing. You gotta keep on knocking stuff out. You have to just put your head down and work, and not worry about the noise on the outside. If you do get good input by people and people like your stuff, take that with a grain of salt, because there's a million people in the world, and if you're just trying to cater to this one person or one friend group, that's not going to work. It's crazy. The question that everyone always gets asked is, how does it support you when people buy your clothes? I wanted to touch that a little bit more, because when people buy my clothes, it's more or less they're buying a piece of me. They're buying stock. So my clothes, my art is stock. When people buy my art, it's like they're investing in me. So they have the idea that my art is worth more than what I'm selling at. So that's why they're buying it, because they know that my stuff is going to go up in price, not go down in price. So something that I'm doing right now, I'm going to go ahead and, oh shit, we're going to print this right now. So you guys see the process of me. You guys are going to see the process of me loading it up, lining it up, and printing some stuff. You feel me? Let me go put this away real quick.
Speak the truth while you lying. Little nigga, them is moist and night diamonds. Then y'all can understand why we outshine you. Blake the back and ran it up in perfect timing. You gon' have to get like that to live like this. Even though we spin like that, we stack like this. Every day I trap like that, so walk like this. Them niggas be broke like that, but act like this.
Acting like you know about me. Keep the drama, keep your shit the fuck around me. Might take some time, but I'ma find my way. Everybody got the time of mine, not today.
Diamonds dancing on designer, this shit mismatch. A 50 boy, but you ain't never had to spend that. These VVS's got me feeling like I did that. Hey nigga, I been in my bag, where you been at?
Trap into the pack gone, I don't need the flash on. Stack so many racks, they hold me up just like my backbone. Just pass go, niggas talking about they cash long. Why the fuck you out here buying lapstones?
Speak the truth while you lying. Little nigga, them is moist and night diamonds. Then y'all can understand why we outshine you. Blake the back and ran it up in perfect timing. You gon' have to get like that to live like this. Even though we spend like that, we stack like this. Every day I trap like that, so walk like this. Them niggas be broke like that, but act like this. Diamonds out the lab, that shit fugazi, y'all ain't fooling us. So much ice up on my wrist, I feel a cooler up. Steak and lobster, no more spread, put them noodles up. We running through them packs, but they got flu to us. Market price been going up, no money, ain't no showing up. Can't you tell me why this tester on your ice not glowing up? They seeing all this money and start acting like we own some. Shit, we don't own none.
If you want me to be honest, it's trying not to be mediocre. Waking up every morning and realizing that I'm the same as everybody else, and I don't want to be the same. I want to do the extra stuff. If people know, yesterday when I did all my clothes, I didn't go to sleep till 5 in the morning. Woke up at 8, took a little nap, and I'm here. There's no excuses. There's no nothing. And it's just, it's how bad do you want it? And for me, I want it really bad. So every morning I'm gonna look in the mirror and I'm gonna remind myself that my biggest calling is teaching people. I wanted to be a teacher when I grew up. That's my first profession. I wanted to be a teacher. But then you find out how much teachers get paid. That really changes your mind really quick. So teachers don't get paid squat. But what can I do to still give that same feeling? I can give back all the knowledge that I've been gaining for the last couple of years. So if somebody wants to learn how to screen print, if somebody wants to learn how to market, they can go find my page, look me up, ask me some questions, and get a lot of information. In retrospect, you can say all the stuff, but as cliche as it sounds, don't give up. I've gave up a couple times. There's been a lot of breaks, and without those breaks being there, I'm pretty sure I could have been a lot further. Again, don't worry about that because everything happens for a reason. But one thing I would tell everybody else is don't stop, don't take any breaks. The short breaks turn to long breaks turn to longer breaks. Biggest setback is being hard-headed and not taking advice. So when you're hard-headed and not taking advice or trying to just learn everything yourself, it's never going to work right. With that being said, find yourself a mentor. You can find yourself a mentor and save yourself a lot of that headache, a lot of the money being wasted. And there's 2 ways you can pay for a mentor. It doesn't just have to be money. A lot of them need help. So a person that's doing what you do or what you want to do, a lot of times they need help. So all you have to do is go ask them if you can help them. Because like I said, you could either pay with money or you can pay with time. How do you want to do it? You have to meet the person and know the person personally. Just because I've done events and I've done stuff with other people that your goals don't align. And when your goals don't align, you can tell. It shows. So meet somebody, talk to them, make sure your guys' goals align. And once your guys' goals align, it's just natural. You don't ask people to kind of collab. It just happens. Like, hey, I'm doing this. They think of you. So when you start doing good and start doing stuff for the better of everybody else and not just thinking about yourself being selfish, they're going to think about you as well. So when you give opportunities, those opportunities come right back. Again, it's cool just to now see everything and seeing the evolution. Like I said, being outside. I remember a couple years ago, I was outside in the cold trying to sell my clothes. Now I'm indoors. So that's a big change for everybody that's trying to do this, for everybody that wants to do this. Let me be the person that you guys can see and you guys can know that it's doable. It's, am I the best? No. Am I the worst? No. And that's what you have to do and just consistently work, because you don't have to be the best to do the best. You just have to be doing better than what you did yesterday. And if you can put that in your head, it's still the move. It's still the move. The evolution is just me as a man, me as a businessman, is learning stuff, trial and error. There's a lot of things that I can talk about the evolution, but the biggest thing is just finding a way to make your life and your career coexist together and make it feel like you're not working when you're working all the time. The stuff that I used to make when I was younger, for some reason, I used to draw a lot of robots and ghosts. I was always attracted to them. I do like the ability to go to Gundam and have weapons and stuff like that's always been super cool. Transformers I've always liked, but it comes around myself just trying to make a world for my people. So with this robot is it's not just a robot, it's not just a figure. This is basically the introduction to a new world. So that being an anime, characters, and just to make it quick, the idea that I really had for this is so you have this guy that lives in a dystopia, and inside this dystopia, there's robots, actually battle bots. You hop inside, you fight other battle bots, and it's kind of Coliseum type of deal. Well, within this story, it's a lot of twists and turns, but the gist is battle robots. So I'm gonna give everybody a little bit more into that going forward. I don't want to give too much into it now because it's still in the beginning stages. But I don't want to just stop here. I want to do video games. I want to do comic books. You've seen the t-shirts for this design already. And it's not gonna stop here. I have a lot of friends who are artists, and I'm very, how do I say, I'm curious to see their interpretation of the robot. So I want to see the robot in different styles. I still don't know what style I want to do the stuff in. So right now I'm just doing different things. For myself, mentors, like you can find a mentor anywhere. So you have to look at what you do and what you want to do, and you have to look at who does that well. So for myself, it's the people who taught me how to screen print, the people who taught me how to even be punctual. That's also something. It doesn't just have to be wrapped around art or anything like that. It could also be teaching principles in life. So my five, I have a lot more than five. So it's not even I don't even want to name them or do anything like that. But they're everywhere. They're everywhere. I love to create. So if it's either create or be in a creative mindset. So if I'm not making something for somebody else, playing video games, figuring out kind of new ideas, new outlooks, and stuff like that. I'm a nerd at heart, so anything nerdy, RPG games, anime, stuff like that, you'll find me doing. And like I said before, you just want to figure out how you're gonna mend your life with your career together, so it doesn't feel like you're working all the time. Okay. Skateboarding, middle school, I skateboard a lot. I love skateboarding, so you're always catching me in some type of streetwear and that type of deal. Graffiti. I used to do a lot of graffiti when I was younger, and yeah, stuff like that. Thank everybody for allowing me to get to this point and still putting stuff, in my head and telling me that I can become better. I love my support system that I have now. A lot of you guys will see there's a lot of people here, and the more people are going to come, and it's going to be cool. So again, thank you guys. You guys are the ones that are making this happen and letting this happen. So without you guys, I wouldn't be able to be here. I have a lot of items here, and these items are pretty much one size for one color. After this is done, they're sold. So I wanted to do something cool that when people come in today, they get first dibs. After today, I'll make a video. I'll post them up on my story for everyone else to get a little dip in it. But I want to create stuff to where people want to come in and they're excited to come in to see what I have. So again, thank you guys all, and enjoy the rest of the day. And for the next time, I hope you guys come in and check me out. So yeah, thank you guys.